What is up, healer? Marina Simone here, beyond pumped to be with you launching into 2022. Can we just talk about how crazy it is that 2022 is already here? I know every year we look at what each year brings. And I just look back at 2021 and I see so much growth with our community of our healers, our network marketers that are looking to take their businesses to the next level. And so I just want to congratulate you for being here. Whether this is the first time that you're hearing from me, doing a training from me, or whether you've heard me a bajillion times, I just want to say welcome, welcome back. And I'm very excited to take you to the next level in 2022. And so I want you to understand that today what we're going to do is a vision training, not necessarily a vision board, because I'm not about cutting and I'm not about, excuse me, I had to close some things in the background, but I'm not about cutting in magazines and pasting onto a poster board. That's just not who I am. However, there is power in creating vision for what you want this year, this month, the next 6 months to look like. I used to think for a long time that vision boards and vision trainings were a bunch of hoopla. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. Because what I put on my vision board back in 2013 came true 12 months later. And in fact, in 2013, when I first wrote down with the same vision training that I'm going to give you, that I wanted to make my first $10,000 in my network marketing business in 2015, I did it in 2014. So I'm going to share with you today exactly how to get the party started in 2022. So if you're ready, let's do this. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to identify how much money do you want to make this month? That's where we're going to start. We're not going to start with in 12 months, 5 years, 10 years. I want you to identify how much money do you want to make this month in your network marketing business. Then I want you to write down how much you want to make in the next 3 months, how much you want to make in 6 months, and then how much you want to make in 12 months. So for example, right now, whatever month you're in listening to this, for those of you that are in the Lead Slayer Challenge, you are in the month of January. How much money do you want to make from now until the end of February? Okay. And how much money do you want to make in the next 6 months? This isn't something that I want you to skip past. Okay. The reason is because I need you to set tangible goals, things that are real. And so, for example, if you're like, I want to make $5,000, I want to make $2,000, I want to make heck $50,000, whatever that number is, I need you to say it and write it down and make it tangible. Okay. Then if you said $2,000, for example, I want you to know exactly where you're going to spend each dollar. I want you to get really specific here. I want you to spend each penny. That's what I want you to do. Okay. So here's what you're going to do now. When you figure out and written down where each dollar is going to be spent, now I want you to go on the computer and I want you to print the pictures out. Print them out. Don't go buy magazines. Literally go to the Google, and I want you to Google, I'm going to pay off my cell phone, or I'm going to pay off my car, or I'm going to pay my school payment, or I'm going to buy myself a Porsche. Yep. That's what I have printed out on mine. I want you to get super specific. I don't care if you draw it. What I want you to do is I want you to be able to see what you put on your vision board for the month, 6 months, and 12 months. I want you to literally create a focal point for this every time you wake up. Okay. So we're going to put it on screensavers on your computers. We're going to put it we're going to print this little vision board out, maybe make it in Canva, and we're going to print it out and put it in your bathroom mirror. We're going to put it in your car. We're going to put it every single place that you look at. Okay. And by the way, I've done mine, and I'll share a picture of what mine looks like with you guys. So this way you can see it. All right, it's got a new house on there that we're going to build. It's the Porsche we're already getting. So now the next car goals on there, along with some awesome charities that we want to donate to as well this year. So I want to encourage you to do the same, because I want to encourage you to get big, just as big as I got with my goals. I want you to understand, before you laugh this off, okay, 5 business owners used a vision board strategy. 5 business owners that use the same strategy I'm just sharing with you now, 76% of them actually hit those goals. Think about that for a second. Don't laugh this off. I want to prepare you for the best possible launch for 2022. I want to prepare you to put your mental health and your mindset in the right place, and your physical health as well. Okay. But you've got to have vision. So number one, let's talk about your physical and mental health during this 5-day Lead Slayer challenge. Okay. So I want you to exercise at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. I don't care if it's walking. I don't care if it's squatting. I don't care what it is. I need you to take care of your physical health. I need you to make sure that you're drinking water. I need you to make sure that you are breathing, that you're laughing. That's important for physical health. I want to make sure that you're smiling at least 60 seconds every single day. So I want you to time that out as well. I know this sounds pretty crazy, but these are the things that I want you to do. Now, I also want to make sure that you're eating healthy and you're getting at least 8 hours of sleep a night. And some of you are like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Listen, if you're feeding your body crap, then you're going to feel like crap. If you're not getting enough sleep, you're not going to be able to perform at your best. So I want you to feel good. And I want you to feel good during this launch, but I also want you to feel good every single day during 2022. So what does this mean? There are going to be roller coasters of emotions during this process with me during the next 5 days, especially during any workshop that you take with me. You're going to be excited at some moments. Sometimes you're going to feel super confused. And then other times during the actual launch, you're going to have positive moments and then you're going to have negative moments. It's just normal, but it's a roller coaster of emotions, right? I want you to journal during this process, during this launch. In fact, journaling every single day has helped clear my brain to where I can be fully focused on whatever's right in front of me. So I want you to write down when you have those moments. And the reason is you're not going to get stuck. This is going to help you to not get stuck, because I'm telling you and I'm giving you that permission that it's okay to have negative and positive emotions. So I want you to get into all the feels and actually write them down. The next thing I want you to do is meditation, prayer, whatever you want to call it, every single morning before you put your feet on the floor. I need you to take a minute and just get centered, and to connect to your vision. Connect to what you truly want. What does it mean to you? I want you to get in all the feels. What does that vision board mean to you? If you actually get what's on that vision board, how's that going to make you feel? And at the end of each day, I want you to do the same thing. Before you put your head on that pillow, I want you to reflect with prayer or meditation. It's going to keep you centered, and it's also going to help you to connect. This has really helped me change the way I serve my audience. It's not a bunch of BS. It's not a bunch of rah-rah. It really keeps you focused and keeps you focal on what's important and helps you connect to your audience. Number 4, I want you to focus on what you can control and not perfection. I know you're going to try to do this perfect. I know you're going to try to get every little piece of what I teach you perfect, but that's just not going to happen. And that's okay. So I'm giving you permission to fail forward. I'm giving you permission to lose control. I'm giving you permission to not be perfect. But what you can control is your self-care, your health, your mental health, and the way you show up. That's what you can control. And that's what I want you to focus on. Number 5, I want you to remember that your value and your worth has nothing to do with whether you crush this 5-day Lead Slayer challenge or not, whether you crush your launch or crush your goals. The fact is you're investing in yourself, and that's a big freaking deal. You've already won, because the number one skill set that you've learned is that you need to invest in yourself. And you need to learn new things, and you don't have to be perfect while you're doing it. Okay. So you've already won. I'm proud of you. Give yourself a pat in the back. Now, I need you to get super specific with your goal. Okay. So give me a second. Let me wet my whistle. Now, we made a little worksheet with you for you to get super clear. So you can find it either in the show notes, or you can find it from your personal concierge. You can find it somewhere around this area. I'm sure we've linked it somewhere for you. And what I want you to do is get super clear. Super clear. What is the rank that you have to be when you're making the amount of money you want this month, the next 6 months, and the next 12 months? What does that look like? Put that on your vision board. Now, I know this is a lot, and some of you are like, holy crap, but here's the deal. There's more. There is, because we're not going to hold anything back. I want to make sure that you get everything that you possibly need from us. So check out the worksheet, whatever floats your boat, get it down. Listen, I don't want you to feel like, OMG, I have to write down 20 grand a month because that's what everybody else does in my company. I want you to write down how much you want to make, and I want you to spend every single penny. Okay? Spend every single penny. What does that look like? What does that mean to you? Now, here's another exercise that you're going to do. How much money are you making now? I want you to write that at the bottom of a piece of paper. How much are you making now? And how much do you want to make by the end of the year in your network marketing business? And I want you to draw a line from whatever that is to the very top and draw an arrow. Now, that arrow is pointing up. That arrow is pointing up, meaning you have to go up. You have to level up. You have to grow up. You have to have growth in order for you to go to where you are now to where you want to be, right? So in order for you to do that, some things are going to have to grow. Your mindset, your heart, your goals, your strategies, your social media, your leads. All of these things are going to have to grow. So there's a bunch of in-between growth that's going to happen before you get to what your end goal is. And so when we recognize that we have that growth, when we recognize what it is that we want and what we're going to have to do to get there, powerful things can happen, because we're actually putting out into the universe what we want so we can receive it. So I don't want you to assume that in your mind, you have all these things and so you're good. No, I need you to write it down. I need you to think it and then to ink it. Because when you do that, just as simple as that, you're putting it out into the universe that you're ready to rock and roll. So I want you to fill out the worksheet. I want you to make your vision board. We'll even give you a little Canva template idea of like how we did our vision boards. This way you can just use that template if you want to use Canva. And I want you to get back with your personal concierge, and I want you to share with them what your goals are and how you're going to get there and what the ranks are. If you don't have a personal concierge, please make sure you reach out to us at support@momsandheels.com so we can get you connected with your personal concierge for the Moms and Heels brand. Thanks for joining. I cannot wait to see you for the next episodes, for the next trainings, or for the next workshops. And if you are live inside of this 5-day Lead Slayer challenge with us, put your seatbelt on, because we are going to take you on a ride.